Akithi.
Ke tla monitor ka phone tona sa bona.
I shone. I sa counting.
Ka re ke tla monitor movement.
What's our hobbies? Oh. Ke ntse ke le live. I want how ka gogela stulo se magalwana bona no. Mago bosigo.
Khotma. O magale se morwa ka. Ka gola le ke wa tlalo. Ka
Tema?
pare.
A ke siame fa.
Ka bona re no ka neto. Na wa zokala braya. Le nna khale ke tsaka ba golo ela ya. O magale se morwa.
I was checking Nasdaq. Nasdaq is good, guys. I'm sorry for ending the live video, but
let's continue.
That was the actually that's the actual focus. Investing. Otherwise,
I want to set up again.
Yeah, I guess set up ya go printer. Set up a printer shele.
Hey guys, if any questions? How about when you big man?
Yeah, I'm going to want that. But it's a one that all right. 3 things that are critical in the space of money.
Okay. 3 things
that are critical.
Things that are critical
in the space of money.
In the space of money.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to start?
Number 1.
Number 1. Making money is a skill. You don't make money per luck.
Okay.
Money that you acquire through luck, you will lack capacity to keep.
Okay. Body point is it too.
I'm unpacking. So making money is a skill. Okay. After you have made it through a skill, you need the skill to spend it. When expenditure is not skill based, you become a money waster. So making money requires a skill. Spending money requires a skill. Now, if you are a money maker who's just a money spender, if you have the skill to make money and the skill to spend money, but you don't have the skill to grow money, you are investing in a miserable future. So you must develop the skill to make money and the skill to use money and the skill to grow money. Remember, when you make money, you invest time, you invest energy, you invest health. So if you are a wasteful money user, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your energy, you are wasting your health. If you make money skillfully, you use it skillfully, you grow it skillfully, you are literally attracting return on investment for your spent time, for your spent energy, and for your spent health. My friends, the future is unfriendly for people who don't develop the skill to make money, the skill to use money, the skill to grow money. Money is not meant to stay. It is a liquid. It flows. Your knowledge will give it direction. When you are knowledgeable, you will task it. You will assign it. You will send it to other projects that will grow your money value. So basically, my dear friends, it is not sufficient to desire money. It is also not sufficient to have money. Desire and acquirance are not sufficient. After you have desired it and acquired it, the skill to use it, and the skill to grow it.
So 3 things.
3 things.
Making money is a skill.
Making money is a skill.
Number 2.
Using money is a skill.
Okay. Number 2. Using money is a skill. You
yes,
said
sir.
Money is not there to stay.
It's liquid.
It's there to circulate.
Yes, sir. It flows.
It flows.
So your knowledge will guide it.
Your knowledge will guide it.
Will direct it.
Will direct it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If you don't have money but you have a concept, you are better than a person who has got money and does not have skill.
If you do not have money,
but you have a concept, you are better than a person who has money but does not have a skill to use it. Concept is like a womb. It has potential to give birth to money. So you must have money-making concepts. And you cannot have money-making concepts if you're not a thinker. Thinking is not automated. Thinking is an intentional exercise. It does not happen automatically. You must train your mind to think.
You must be intentional in the activity.
Yeah, activate thinking. Choose time to think. Make space. Make time. Choose space. Make time. Choose space. Create an environment that is thinking friendly. So non-thinkers are victims of dry money seasons.
Non-thinkers
are victims of dry money seasons.
Money seasons.
Yes.
So in order for you to always be juicy, to always be fruitful
in your thinking,
you must be a thinker.
You must be a thinker.
Okay.
And you cannot be a thinker if you don't feed your mind with proper stuff. Content intake. What do you feed your mind?
What do you expose yourself to?
What do you expose yourself to?
Who's around you?
Who's around you, my champ?
Who influences you?
Who influences you?
Who do you listen to?
You got it, my son. You got it. Yeah. So it's like that, guys. As I wrap up now, I'm tired. You see, Mr. L is having his life things. I'm having my life things on top also. I've got the class there. I've got to go. As I wrap up, listen to me.
Number 3 again.
Let's start again.
Number 1.
Read. I'll tell you what is number 2. Skill to make money.
Skill to make money.
Number 2. Skill to use money.
Skill to use money. Number 3.
Skill to grow money.
Skill to grow money.
You must know how to make it. You must know how to use it.
There's a difference between growing and making.
Yes, sir. Making is earning potential.
Growing
is expounding potential.
There's a thin line.
There's a thin line.
So there's a difference between growing and making it.
Yes, sir.
Making it is working for it.
It's earning it. You can
earn it.
It's any method of earning. It could be through business. It's through working for it. It's making is income.
Making is income.
Yes, sir.
Growing is expanding.
It's expanding. It's investment. Growing is when money is sent to work for you.
Growing is when okay.
Yeah.
Like you riding. This is Mr. L Official Lele Timer from RTY Richer Than Yesterday. His company is called GA Lichuti Transformational Talks. He transforms you through his speaking, through his motivation, through his quotes, through his preaching. He's a preacher and he's a personal developer. Development coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So in closing, you must become an asset. Money follows assets. You must not be a liability.
And in order for you to become an asset, what must you be?
You must be a solutions provider.
Where there's a problem,
you bring solutions.
So where there's a problem, there's a loophole, there's an opportunity.
When there's a problem, the problem is the opportunity to solve a problem and to end through solving a problem. So when you are a solutions provider, you are an asset.
So when you're an employee, you are helping the next person to solve the problem.
You are solving the problem of your employer.
So, making them rich at the same time.
You are a hunter of problems.
When you are an entrepreneur, you hunt problems and you solve them.
So when you're an employee, when you work for me, I send you to
solve my problem.
To solve my problem.
Yes.
And I get paid for that.
I pay you for solving my problems. And when my problems are solved, the value of my company goes up, and the value of my name goes up, and the value of my rents and dollars goes up.
So I usually tell them your name is your currency.
Yes, sir.
And currency can either be weak or
powerful.
Yes. So how you carry yourself will determine if your currency is
weak or powerful. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Name power determines which corridors will you transact in. There are places that will easily usher you in because of your name power. But what gives your name power is the solutions you are known for. What gives your name power is the solutions you are known for. Yeah. Injal.
I'm frustrated. And it's not like I don't know the things that he says. He tells everybody who tests why. But every day he has a different angle to unpack them.
Because I live in that space.
I can see you are relating very.
That's how I raised him. He grew up in this environment. It's the language. We don't have any other language.
Yeah.
We used to speak this language not having bread in the breadwinner. We used to speak this language not having 10 rands for electricity.
We used to speak this language.
Yeah. Yeah. Walking a distance to go to a factory that produces toilet papers. Yeah.
Ke a spana go kae gape? Ko sportsing.
Go sportsing.
Ke a spana kae gape?
Go spare. Yeah. You are not lazy. You didn't just wake up and look for a shortcut to make money.
So what
you must have work ethic to be money magnetic.
You must have work ethic
to be money magnetic.
Yeah,
to be able to attract.
You must have work ethic
to be money magnetic.
To be money magnetic.
Yes, sir. Laziness is money repellent. Laziness is money repellent.
Laziness is money repellent.
It pushes money away.
It pushes money away.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
GA.
Say.
Wisdom.
Mr. A.
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Work ethic means the discipline to know what is expected from you, the discipline to do it as expected, the discipline to do it qualitatively. That is work ethic. Discipline to know what is expected, discipline to do it as expected, discipline to do it qualitatively. That is work ethic. Laziness is to know what is expected and not do it, or to do it below the standard. You become opportunities repellent. You push opportunities.
Push it away.
Yes, sir.
So tell them about societal order. The disadvantages of societal order.
You see,
what is societal order?
Okay.
Now, guys, before we continue, I think every single Saturday we must have tables of solution. We call it tables of solution. Okay. We are going to sit around a round table and speak and discuss things that are valuable, things that will help you to expand your thinking. You know what I'm saying? Tables of solution. Very important, ne?
Very important.
Okay. Societal order. Let's I'm actually writing a book. My son is now 10. I'm writing a book titled Surviving Toxic Culture.
The book of the title is Surviving
Toxic Culture. I'm busy writing that book, Surviving Toxic Culture.
How many books do you have, by the way?
18 books. I've written 18 books.
18 books?
Yes, 18.
How many audiobooks?
9 audiobooks.
How many written books?
18.
In total?
In total. 18 hard
there's
copy
more to
books.
come.
18 hard copy books and 9 audio copy. Yeah, there's more. I'm busy with 3. Yeah, the other one is titled Late is a Myth.
Oh,
you are never late.
You are never late.
Yeah,
late is a myth.
Late is a myth.
Yeah. So the book is self-explanatory. It's simply saying even if you are 40 years, you are 50. Late is a myth. You are never late.
You can't be around these people and be intimate.
Next.
What is societal order?
All right. Societal order is influenced by 2 dimensions or 3. Let me see. I'll catch the third one. Number one, it's family order. When you grow up in a family environment that believes that you must have a career as your security, that becomes the order of that family. When you must have career as your security. When you grow up in that atmosphere where your mom and your father, your uncles, your sisters, they always say, you must go to school, finish your matric, do your diploma and be secured. That becomes the norm. That becomes the value. That becomes the order. So it is influenced by the language, the vocabulary, things that are discussed in your household. And then when you leave the compound of your home, you go to your community, you come across your neighbors who are saying, life is difficult, money is valueless, things are not easy. They add on what you heard at home. They propel you in the direction of fear bondage. Because from home, they've been saying to you, you need to be secured, go to school, finish matric, finish your high school, go to college and be employable. When the economy hits the rock, and then employability is no longer the language of the day, you become suicidal. Because the thinking pattern of the society limited your creativity. You only see your survival limited to employment space. Or when you come from a family of lazy people who wants to live out of handouts, people who don't scratch any surface, people who wants things to happen automatically. That becomes your inherent nature. It becomes your second nature. So that is what we call societal order. And then you go to a church where people preach and say, let's trust God, but after trusting God, to go home and sleep. Let's pray for a miracle, but after praying for a miracle, your daily order is miracle unfriendly.
It aborts the whole prayer.
It aborts the whole prayer. So it's societal order. So societal order is influenced by family order, community order, and peerdom order.
Peerdom order.
Your peers, the people around you.
Your second.
Your second. How do they think? What is their perception? What are their habits? This is what informs societal order. So to survive societal order, you must be a person who develops what I call stubborn personal order. Stubborn personal order. Undermine every voice that does not speak in the direction of your dream.
You fail to succumb.
Yeah, don't succumb to the pressure. It matters not who undermines your dream. It matters not what position they occupy. You must develop personal, rigid, stubborn order. That's when you will overcome negative societal order.
Powerful.
Wadlala GA.
My son, Mr. L official.
Bakata uyadlala ela kiboyana nokhodlala wena uyadlala kana go lomunye ona ka ulichuta ka phela
Akaphela ulichuta.
ulichuta ka phela
Ulichuta.
asizumphezulu ulichuti. Our surname is Lichut, hence I call myself Mr. L. He is Dr. G.A. Lichut. He's a doctor. So now, it's important for you to be surrounded by such people, by people who are sober-minded, by people who can expand their thinking, people who don't think out of the box, people who have removed the box totally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What I say, they don't think out of they've destroyed the box.
Yeah. The meaning to think out of the box, you simply mean your body is inside, but your neck is outside. But you can't move. You are just peeking. So you need to remove the box totally. Don't think out of the box, remove the box.
My goodness.
So he was able to detect that I have potential outside education.
Yes, sir.
Even though he's a doctor, I'm a dropout.
Yeah.
But he did not undermine my decision or choice. So tell them about how you can be successful outside education. It's possible.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen, with all due respect. When we say you are educated, somebody set a test for you. And that test is the expression of their mental capacity. They tested you in line with what they regard to be knowledge. So their knowledge in this context is limited to their analogy. So they test you against what they know.
What they think they know.
When they set tests.
Yeah. So when you pass their head level.
You pass their IQ level.
Yes, sir.
So the minute you fail their IQ level, they say your IQ is low.
They say you're foolish.
They say you are foolish.
This is powerful.
Yeah, education is a curse. I'm sorry to say that. Boo!
Oh, yeah. GA, ko po repeat the statement is la ba hungla ba to. Sel is a special tata sila. Sel mo fa chance again.
The examiner.
The person who sets the test.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Content has been researched by somebody, assessed by another person, and
This is painful.
And affirmed by another person, for the lack of a better word. And then they set a standard that they test you in line with that content, but it originates from another person, and it was packaged by another person, and it must be studied by another person. So it's from person to person. So if I'm your examiner, I test and mark you based on what my head knows. So it means when you pass, you've passed my head level. You have not passed, you've just mastered what I know.
Yo. So the possibilities of me passing your head level and being exposed only to what you know are high.
No, it's not a high. That's a reality. I'm exposed to only what you know. That's reality. That is why after passing, you must still go to workshops, because what you learned at school is not relevant for certain seasons. Sure. Workshop means we are upgrading what you qualified in.
So until you
become a creative thinker.
Until you become a creative thinker, you will always be upgrading
what you learned.
What you learned
in the past.
In the past,
yes. What somebody studied 6 years ago is not relevant now.
For this season.
Yeah.
Ask me.
So when if you're an independent thinker,
Yeah. You learn daily.
you learn daily.
Yeah.
But if you think under someone else's wing,
You become certificated and not capacitated.
you just have a certificate, but you're not capacitated for
You can't function.
You can't function.
Yeah, you need supervision
You need supervision
and guidance.
and guidance.
So why are they saying you are qualified? Qualified on what? When you must be supervised and guided.
So it's just a paper.
Of course, I'm not saying education is useless, but it curses you if you see it as the ultimate means.
Yeah. The
If you see it as
As the ultimate, the
ultimate goal.
Yeah, in other words, beyond it, there's nothing.
beyond, yeah.
As a foundation laying phase, it's fine.
It
As an
limits you
exercise for your mind,
It's fine.
as an opportunity to train you to have work ethic, to have focus, to take instructions. Because in a learning space, you have an educator. An educator is an instructor. You are an instructee. You must receive instructions. So it builds your character. It trains your mental muscles.
Potential.
You know, it probes your potential.
Yeah.
So it's good for that. But it is not good to prepare you for life. Because 99.9% of the things you learned in the class are not real in life.
Yeah. That's why there's self-education.
Yeah, it's theory, which is undermined by reality.
Because reality is
It evolves.
get practical.
And it evolves.
They evolve.
Yeah.
Day by day.
Yes, sir.
Which will undermine what you learned in the past.
Yeah, so you must learn daily. You must be a lifelong learner. When they say you have got a degree in mathematics, if this whole office of yours where you work, you see, if we call it the subject of mathematics, the course of mathematics, if this is the course of mathematics, the field of mathematics, when they say you've got a degree of mathematics, you know what they mean? You've mastered only the smallest portion of this whole room. It's a degree.
It's a degree.
It's a degree.
It's a degree. To this extent.
Yeah, you don't master the field. You master a portion of the field.
20% is a degree. 10% is still a
Yeah.
degree. Yeah, ne?
Yeah, like
Any questions?
Yeah, no, I can take them and it's fine.
Okay, for people who are stubborn thinkers, ne? People who are driven, but they are timid. It's possible, ne?
It is.
They are timid and they live under someone else's room or roof. That repels that.
In other words,
for example, what I'm saying is, if I believe in this concept of trading, but you are my father, you are my breadwinner, and you are telling me that this won't work, how do you balance that? How do you say,
walk away?
walk away.
Walk away. Even if he's your breadwinner, but if he undermines your gift, your purpose, your dream, walk away.
You cannot seek for security in an environment that chokes your dream. You cannot seek for security in an environment that chokes your dream. You offer me a shelter, but that shelter gives you a right to stifle me and choke my dream. Walk away, sleep under a tree.
I needed to hear that one.
Yo. Walk away.
Sleep under a tree.
Yeah.
The environment is bad for you.
Yeah.
And secure the dream.
Yeah. You'll sleep. Your pillow will be a rock, and you still find comfort when when your dreaming ability is not undermined. There's nothing as toxic and as dangerous as begging for bread from a person who undermines your capacity to bake your own bread. When I give you bread today, it does not mean you don't have the potential to develop your own bread tomorrow. So I must not feed you bread and cripple your potential to make your own bread in the process. Leave my bread and go to the dustbins and look for the leftovers and eat them. So that you are free to bake your own bread one day.
Thank you very much. This is Dr. Jaylee Chuti from Jaylee Chuti Transformational Talks with Mr. L Official from RTY Richer Than Yesterday and Kamo from
Investor Trend.
We love you, beautiful people. Believe in your dreams.
Believe in your dreams and be energized to fight your battles. When you lose hope, is because you no longer believe in your dreams. The energy to fight the battle is emanating from the belief you have in your dream. You are self-propelled when you believe in your dream. Dreaming is the reason to wake up the next day.
Sharp.